I kept this old diary, and I don't really know why, but one day I had this idea of filling it up with drawings. My first drawing entry was on the 10th of June 2016. It was a drawing of Muhammad Ali. After that, I left the diary untouched for some years. And the last entry was a self-portrait done a couple days ago on the 23rd of March 2021. Now, why did it take almost 5 years to complete? Simple answer: life happened. A lot happened between 2016 and 2020. In the summer of 2016, I completed my A-levels in design technology, art and geography. I was hoping to get accepted into UCL to study architecture, but fell short during the interview stage. On the other hand, I was accepted in Cardiff University, so I packed my stuff and headed to Cardiff. It was the second week of September when I arrived in Cardiff, with my freshly dyed ginger hair, ready to experience my newfound freedom. I was one of the wild ones during Fresher Week. I would turn into a parkour runner after a drink or two during a night out and end up scaling things from bus stops to rooftops. You name it, I've climbed it. I was surrounded by talented people who really knew their architecture. And there I am, posing with close to zero knowledge about architecture. I traveled a whole lot because of architecture and experienced so many events. One of them being my first boxing exhibition match, where my knee buckled and all my boxing dreams faded away. I watched AJ fight twice at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff. I would eventually end up meeting Anthony Joshua during my trip to New York. I enjoyed traveling the world and experiencing architecture firsthand, but when it came down to it, I did not have passion for architecture. I even daydreamed how everything would play out if I chose fine arts instead. But I never really entertained the idea. I coasted through first year, relying solely on my creativity. I then struggled during my second year, where I nearly failed the whole year entirely. And third year was just an extension of the previous year, but I managed to push through it. I graduated with a lower second class, but I knew that did not reflect my true capabilities. I managed to get a job as an architectural assistant in London within a month of graduating. I was determined to push through and become an architect. Then the pandemic hit, and I ended up working from home just like everyone else. I had more time in my hands and I was able to get back to drawing. So I picked up the old diary and continued where I left off. My placement as an architectural assistant ended, despite wanting to extend my employment for another year. It was declined due to the effects of the pandemic, but I saw this as an opportunity to listen to my intuition. I never wanted to be an architect. I only liked the idea of being called an architect because it sounded good. I've always been an artist, even though I never saw myself as that. But that is what I am. I am an artist, designer, and a creator. I am Galanacci.